Hello, fourth graders. We are beginning a study of our great state of Kansas, and we are going to be learning a lot of different things about our state in the past and today in the present. And so we are going to start by looking at the landscape of Kansas. And so we will be working today with some text features while we read about the different land in Kansas. And so I want you to begin by thinking, and I want you to turn and tell someone near you, or maybe a stuffed animal, about where we live. And so I want you to answer this question. Do we live in eastern or western Kansas? And I want you to come up with a reason of how you know where we live. So turn and tell your neighbor. Hopefully, friends, you were able to identify that we live in eastern Kansas. And one way that I know that we live in eastern Kansas, fourth graders, is that we live right on the border with the state of Missouri. And when I look at a whole map of our United States, I know that Missouri is to the east. And so as we read today, we are going to be putting on our hat of geographers. Geographers are people who study the physical traits of the land. And so we're going to see how Kansas is divided into two regions. We have eastern Kansas and western Kansas based on different physical traits of our state. So today, as you are reading, you will be looking and you will see that your text is full of different text features. And so remember that those text features are included by our authors as a way to display more information. A text feature could be a timeline or a photograph. We could have charts and graphs. There could be different captions with our pictures. All of those text features are full of more information that if we skipped over those text features, we would be missing out on a lot of different important key facts. And so today you are going to be on the lookout for those different text features, and you will be using this note-taking guide as you read through your slides. And so you will see that we have 3 different articles that I'll show you in just a moment that you'll be reading. And as you read, your goal is to write down the different text features that you find from each article. So for example, as I was looking at the Western Kansas article, I noticed there was a heading named Climate. And when I see that, friends, I say to myself, I know that the paragraph that follows this heading is going to tell me about the different climates in Western Kansas. So your job on Seesaw is to complete your table using your 3 articles. So friends, take a look at these articles with me, and you will be able to have these on Seesaw as well to refer to. But as I look at this one, the title is called Eastern Kansas. Now friends, look, here's another heading that I found. I know that this paragraph below will be talking about climate. So my job is to continue looking at this article. There's a front and a back that are both about eastern Kansas, and I am looking for as many text features as I can find. Don't forget, however, that you also need to be reading that information, so you are learning about the 2 different regions, eastern. Here are 2 pages about western Kansas, and then you have a last section that is understanding elevation. That really talks about, fourth graders, the high points in our state and the low points. So you can see on this map, there's a text feature about our elevation. And you can look at this chart again to see some more information as I look at our caption, all the things that it tells me, and that our highest point, okay, all of those things as I read through our learning about our elevation in our state of Kansas. Okay. Don't forget, your job is to complete this table as much as you can. You may not be able to find a drawing for every article, but you need to use as many text features as you can find for each of those articles. And then fourth graders, here's the last part of your assignment today. I want you'll just type this on your screen on your Seesaw, and I want you to answer the question, how does the physical geography affect the way people live? Use an example from your reading to support your thinking. So fourth graders, this would look something like, I know the physical geography affects the way people live because I was looking at that understanding elevation, and it said, the higher elevation, they have the less resources. So I know that that would affect the way people live if they don't have as many resources because they live in a higher elevation. I used my text to help come up with my answer. That's the last part of your lesson and assignment today.